Hi guys, this is David Show here, and I'm assisting Kenichi on her Romeo and Juliet presentation. So these are all her notes. All I'm doing is drawing pictures around it. So we start at the very beginning of the play, Act 1, Scene 1. The scene opens with a fight on the streets of Verona. This is between members of the two gangs, the Montagues and the Capulets. Now let's talk about some of the language. These are some of the quotes that Kenichi will now explain. Enemies to peace suggests that they hate the idea of peace. The second one is profaners, which means disrespect and misusing your sword to kill your neighbours. I drew a little picture there. The next is what ho you men, you beast. I get the kind of derogative vibe, kind of comparing a man to an animal, which is like looking down at him. But Kenichi's going to explain further. Now we're going to look at the form of the scene. Now some of Kenichi's research said that the prince is written in blank verse. This is a verse without rhyme, and especially that which uses an iambic pentameter. So what are iambic pentameters? Well, I found out that iambic pentameters are a set of 5 unstressed syllables. You can see they look quite unstressed, followed by a set of 5 stressed syllables. I'm sorry, these jokes are terrible. Anyways, moving on to the structure. Okay, here's a modern scenario. Let's say you have Romeo and he's in a gang from Catford, part of the Montagues. He's got all his brethren backing him. Then you've got Juliet from the Capulets. She's obviously from a Thamesmead gang, and she's got all of her Capulet brethren backing her. Okay, here's a modern scenario. Let's say you get Romeo and he's from a gang from Catford. Obviously he's part of the Montagues and he's got his brethren backing him. On the other hand, you've got Juliet and she's from a gang from Thamesmead and she's got all of her Capulets backing her. They're screaming out gang, gang and whatnot, and Romeo's are screaming out gang, gang. Romeo's obviously in love with Juliet, but one of his boys is telling him, hey, you're Romeo, you know, like, I don't think you should go for this Juliet girl. She's not even that peng, like, I don't see what you see in her. She's kind of got a big head as well, like, I don't see why you're trying to go for her. And all his boys want to do is fight the Capulets. On the other hand, Juliet's girls are telling her, I don't think Romeo is the right guy for you. I've heard rumours about him. He's a player, yeah, and all that the Capulets want to do is fight the Montagues. This all links very well with the modern day society of England. You can also relate this to how people are affected by groups of their peers.